And not only the recording process has been a special thing, but also how you financed it.
Yeah.
With Pledge Music.
Pledge Music, yeah.
For those who don't know what it is, how does it work?
Sure. Pledge Music is it's a website-run campaign where you basically reach out to your fans and your friends and offer exclusive items that relate to your music or yourself, and in exchange for funding that goes towards the record or tour, whatever you choose. And then a portion of it is raised for charity, and it's a nice way for fans to have a direct involvement with the actual record-making process, and you can keep them posted with videos and things like that. And it's also a nice way to give items that wouldn't necessarily be available in any other realm. It just made it possible. It definitely contributed a lot to what was needed for this record, because it was an independent release, and it puts the sort of the control and the ownership back into the artist's hands. So it's very, very cool.
So it did work out how you hoped it would be, or better?
It was better than I thought it would be. We raised everything we were sort of our goal in about 3 days, which was apparently, I mean, the campaign lasted for 4 months, so it was quite surprising to have such support. It was really nice.
You didn't know you had so much support?
I didn't. I wasn't sure, because it had taken about 4 years before that to get out the record just before, so the time lapse in between was so long that I didn't really have a pulse on who was still watching or waiting or listening or would even find out about the campaign. So it was really a good way to kind of get back on a one-on-one basis with fans. Yeah.
About Chesapeake for a bit, Chesapeake Bay. It's near where you grew up, where you spend a lot of
It is. It's not
life.
Too far, yeah.
Well, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about those surroundings?
Just the water. I mean, everything is on a boat. Like, everyone is very much sort of boat life there, and so the birds and the nature aspect of it is super inspiring. And when I was a kid, we'd go out there and go crabbing, like put the chicken in the water and crabs would get it and whatnot. So it has a very kind of summer vacation feel to me, and really, really nice place to do music.
Especially when you're in a tent.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But you've also spent quite a lot of your time elsewhere, in Chicago, and later in New York.
And New York and Philly. Done a lot of research there. He's good.
I'm always wondering, when people go out, when we go to college in Holland, we can go by train and live at our parents' house or something. When you go to college, you go to the other side of the the country.
Yeah.
What did you expect to find there when you went to Chicago?
Well, you didn't know. Like, I've actually lived quite a number of places. I lived for 10 years in Chicago, and I didn't know. I just knew that I wanted to study on that campus, which was again by water. I think I'm just drawn to water. And I ended up joining a band, which is the last thing that I ever expected for myself. I didn't think I would do music. I was on a path towards theater and languages and not thinking of music. And so I think it was one of those decisions where you just sort of take a leap of faith and feel like you should spend some time there, and it all works out, because then I ended up pursuing music as a career, which was something that I just didn't expect for myself. Yeah.
But I think in the first years you did music there, you didn't expect it as well, did you?
Well, I was in this band for about 7 years while I was in college, and I sort of was just having fun. Like, I was, making T-shirts, and we'd do 4 shows a week and practice in the middle of the night and work other jobs and go to school. So it was almost like a more fun than anything I considered as a career. I never thought you could do it and actually, I don't know, sustain a life doing it. And I remember my first showcase for a record label, when they flew me out to LA to do a presentation, and I was so in awe of the fact that someone would pay for a plane ticket for me to go out and play music and I don't know, demonstrate what I did. So that was when I was like, huh, people are responding to this in a new way. So it was crazy, yeah.
So you didn't pursue it, it came to you, so to say.
It kind of did. I mean, I always did music, I always played piano, I always would write songs and sing, but it just never, I wasn't looking to make a career out of it, yeah.